My name is Jamillah Scott Branch, and with me today is Ms. Cotina Jones. Ms. Jones is the Assistant Library Director here at North Carolina Central University's Shepherd Library, and I am the Head Reference Librarian. I'd like to thank you for participating in our talk this morning with regards to library services for distance learners. As far as our background is concerned, Cotina and I have both worked with distance learners, librarians, as well as distance learning faculty for several years now. We both have experience with purchasing library educational technologies, training librarians, and working directly with students offering information literacy sessions virtually as well as in person for distance learners. So in developing our distance learning policies and procedures, we always, from the very start, we consulted the Association of College and Research Library standards. They have standards for distance learning library services, and we've incorporated their, I won't say the entire standards, but many of the standards that are available, many of the standards that are there have been incorporated into our policies with regards to distance learning and online learning and how we proceed when we are purchasing materials for our library.
And with that said, one of the main things is the access entitlement principle. And the bottom line with that is to make sure that the same services that are provided to our on-campus students are provided to our off-campus students. And we work really hard to do that. If that means that we have to stay late or come early to give them library instruction, we do that. That means that they need a particular item that needs to be sent to them, we'll do that as well. But the bottom line is to make sure to offer the exact same services or comparable services that we offer to on-campus students to off-campus students.
And listed here are some of the services that we offer through our virtual reference services. Chat and email reference is a popular service that we offer at the library for our traditional as well as our online learners. The platform that we use is called Librarians, and it's a platform that allows us to answer questions via chat, email, text messaging, as well as tweets from our users. So it's a popular service, it's a growing service, and we try to encourage students, if they have just simple questions, to utilize these services when they need assistance from a librarian.
And a neat thing about the Live Answers service is that the students have the option to go in, look and see if someone has already asked their question and see if it's already been answered before they chime in and text or tweet or chat with us about their particular question.
And our online knowledge base that is provided by Live Answers is available 24 hours a day. So there's no lack in services that can get get their questions answered in a timely fashion. And one of the services that we're exploring more and more and we're developing is our virtual one-on-one consultations. This semester, as well as last, we were experimenting with utilizing Google+. They have a Hangout feature, a free service for Google email users, and that particular service is one of the methods that we utilize in order to offer one-on-one group consultations as well as one-on-one consultations with our online learners.
And if they don't have access to Google+, they can always email us with those consultation type questions that we can go back and forth via email, or either we can do that via telephone as well. But that is another option.
This is Angela. I have a question. When you talk about the Google+, does that refer to like Google Docs and things of that sort?
Well, it's one of the Google Plus is one of the services through the entire Google application system. So Google Docs can be shared through a Google Plus conversation. So one of the great features about utilizing Google Plus is you can share Google Docs, you can see PowerPoint presentations, you can share screens. So the online learners are able to view your screen, and you can do those one-on-one intimate information literacy sessions with them, and they see everything that you're doing from your screen.
Yeah, because we had to do that, and I wasn't, well, luckily someone in my group project was knowledgeable with how to do that, but that would be something. So I'm glad to know that you all can assist with that, because that was a great tool that I need to learn how to use that. So yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah, but we found it very helpful, especially the video chat service, and they've upgraded the system now to include, so once you are in a session with a student or a group of students, online learners, you are able to record the sessions and upload it to YouTube. So therefore, if students couldn't attend those sessions, that particular feature allows you to email the session or whatever you covered for that particular class to the other students who are not able to attend. And
wow.
With students working and, being parents and life happens, it just gives them the option to not be excluded from anything. They always have the option to know what they've missed and view it on their time.
Okay, great. This is awesome. This is definitely something that can be beneficial, very beneficial.
In addition to the virtual, and I will talk about other technologies that we're using in order to offer online information literacy sessions as well as general information literacy sessions. But in addition to those services, we also offer proctoring services within the library. As needed, it needs to be scheduled in advance, and we do allow students to come in and take those exams if need be. Ms. Jones just purchased the information literacy course module for the library, and you can speak to that.
Well, what we have made available to our students now, it will be called the information literacy course modules, and it is created by Credo Reference. And what it is a series of tests and miniature information literacy sessions that students can take either in conjunction with an information literacy class or either as a standalone, where they can go in, get the information that is needed, and then apply it to whatever course or research that they are in process with. We are looking at trying to employ that starting the spring semester with one of the groups on campus, and I'm hoping that Ms. Scott-Branch can speak some more to that. But we are hoping that we can use that with the group of students as they work on their capstone senior project.
Yes, and that group is our Men's Achievement Center, and one of the tasks that they are responsible for is to create an undergraduate thesis. So they have been meeting with the library staff on a regular basis twice a month. Every other week, twice a month, with regards to learning how to find academic books, articles, how to find a topic, how to narrow topics, et cetera, et cetera. So we've worked closely with these young men, and we will be working closely with them for the next 4 years until they complete the entire undergraduate thesis process. So we thought this would be an excellent fit to utilize the course modules in order to get them ready and get them ready for the information literacy piece and the research piece for this particular project, which is a graduation requirement for these particular gentlemen.
And it's also, since this is our first semester actually using this new software, this is also a great way for us to work with a dedicated portion of our student population to learn what worked, what didn't work, and to see what kind of changes we would need to make to it so that we could go forward and use it with more students both on and off campus.
In addition to the course modules, reference by phone and as well as our social media outlets are very popular among our online, our distance learners as well. We always encourage them to follow us on Twitter, to check our Facebook page, Instagram page. We have information about various workshops that are available at the library. And we do offer the workshops virtually. So we ask them to definitely follow us on these pages. We use our social media pretty much as promotional boards. So all the events that we have going on, workshops, those are the places where they can find the information and they can log into or request a one-on-one session with regards to various topics within their subject field or just general topics overall.
With our, we also have numerous resources that we make available for our distance learners. What we have been really focusing in on lately are adding to our ebook collection. We understand that a lot of the resources now are available in print, but we also wanted to make sure that they have the same access as an ebook format. So with that in mind, we have undergone a pilot study with the Triangle Research Librarians Network to make available an ebook collection of university press titles. We have worked to offer ebooks in nursing programs as well as business and education, but that is one thing that we continuously work to build on each year. We're fortunate in that we can add on these ebooks using end-of-year funding because a lot of them are one-time purchases. So that gives us a great opportunity to go out, see what it is the students are requesting via interlibrary loan or see what they're requesting that we purchase in print, and then see if we can add on to that in the ebook format. We also have available many academic journals, and a lot of those are available in e-format as well. And just like with the ebooks, the e-journals, and all of our other electronic collections, students have access to this whether they're on campus or if they're off campus. They just have to log in using their MyEOL username and password, but they do have the same accesses to all of our ebooks, our e-journals, and our electronic film collection. A good thing about all of these is that there is a persistent link, so if there's a faculty member that wants to use or include some of these in their Blackboard course, they can add the persistent link to it, and students can go ahead, once they're within the Blackboard course module, they can go ahead on and click on that link and go directly to that resource. Educational film collections, we provide them access to films on demand, and professors can include some of those streaming video, some of the snippets into the Blackboard course shells as well.
Yeah. And we encourage faculty to utilize our online film collections to make their courses more dynamic. A lot of our faculty members still utilize DVDs a lot, but we just want to ensure that our online faculty have those access to those resources as well. In addition to the film collection, our LibGuides are subject guides that are categorized by discipline. We keep those updated. We review them probably every month, every 2 months, in order to ensure that our faculty members are aware of our faculty members and our students are aware of our new resources, services, who their direct contact person is. So all the guides are created and maintained by the library liaisons for the various departments. So we ensure that's one of the ways that we promote our new resources through our LibGuide, so everyone can know what they have access to. And there's a lot of things that we don't own via our library. However, our distance learners have access to interlibrary loan. So once they create an account via our interlibrary loan system, they are able to purchase, they are able to borrow or request articles as well as books from other institutions within the UNC system, within the TRLN, and beyond. We're not limited to what's in North Carolina. We do borrow materials from other institutions throughout the United States, depending upon the availability of those items. So that's definitely an option. We mail books to students if they want to borrow books from our general collection. Those are available. We mail them to our students. They're responsible for mailing them back, but we do ensure that they have access to all of our collections.
And another thing that we do along with interlibrary loan and mailing out items, and we have those agreements with the other schools in the UNC system, we make sure that our students understand that if they cannot get to the physical North Carolina Central Library, they have the same privileges afforded to them if they were to go to another library within the UNC system. They can go there, they can check out the materials almost as if that was their home library. Only thing they have to have is an ID identifying them as a North Carolina Central University student, but they can go to their closest UNC system library to check out resources as well.
And our university, NCCU, provides a software repository for our distance education students as well as our traditional students. And within that repository, we have our EndNote software where students can download that so they can properly cite and utilize that particular software. But it also has SPSS, Microsoft Word, Excel, et cetera. We have students who come on the weekend just to utilize those particular software packages. And I'm always encouraging them to definitely look at the Eagle apps that the university provides for you and the software repository, because that saves you some time in utilizing those resources from home. And our e-reserve system, that's another resource available for faculty members to upload content that they want to include within their classes. We have faculty members who include pictures, articles that we don't have access to, but they make it available for educational purposes via e-reserve, et cetera. So we want to ensure that our faculty have what they need in order to provide students with the information for the various courses.
And we also provide students with access to over 300 electronic databases. They have both on-campus as well as off-campus access to them 24/7. When we are working with our vendors, that is one of the things that we make sure that we have the agreements where it can be used both on and off campus. We also make sure that we work really hard, rather, to make sure that we have unlimited user agreements in place so that students can use the same article if they need to, or the same database, or depending on or regardless of time of day or however many students need to use that same resource.
And speaking to the standards that are given by the ACRL, one of them talks about access to librarians. And our distance learners have access to a librarian 7 days a week. We are part of a consortium in North Carolina where there is librarians that work around the clock through NC Knows. Our students have access to those services as well. And also NC Live, resources that they can, that are shared resources throughout the libraries within North Carolina, and they have access to those as well. We have extended hours Sunday through Thursday. Our library is open to 2 a.m. I always tell students that because there are a lot of distance learners who will come to campus and just to utilize those services at that time. So I do let them know that yes, we're open 7 days a week, and we are open to 2 a.m. just in case you want to stop by after work for a one-on-one consultation session. And many of them ask for those. So they said, once you show me how to do it in person, I have it from here on out. So we definitely make that available to them. And as well as we schedule sessions on the weekends, virtual as well as traditional consultations for our online learners. So, and a virtual reference is available from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. most evenings. And once that shuts down, we refer them to NCCU so they can have 24 access to a librarian within the North Carolina area.
And we also say that yes, even though a lot of us the librarians leave at 5 p.m., we do not mind adjusting our schedule to be in place to assist a distance learner if they want to have a virtual consultation, or if they want to have a traditional and they can only come to campus after 5. We do not have a problem with sitting still and making that appointment and working with them on their time schedule, because we do understand that a lot of our distance learners, they work the 8 to 5 jobs as well.
And we have incorporated technology this semester thanks to the Office of Extended Studies. They've provided us with a Blackboard Collaborate account as well as access to WebEx in order to better serve the needs of our faculty. We were using Google Plus because that was a free option for us to provide online workshops and information literacy sessions, but Blackboard Collaborate as well as WebEx provides a more streamlined approach to our workshops, where students can raise their hand, ask questions, the interaction can be more vivid. It's form of a classroom type setting. So these are some of the other resources that we've been using this semester in order to ensure that our distance learners have access to us and to the resources available via the library. Are there any questions with regards to access to libraries or the services that we provide here at North Carolina Central?
No, just to know that this is available. So that's a huge help.
Okay, great.
Now, well, let me ask you this. I do for the so I know you said you can set up one-on-one services. So if I am because the Google Docs and sharing presentations and all that, I found that to be very rewarding for me because I had to do a group project. So to be able to know how I can go about starting that on my own should the need arise to. I'm sure I will be having to do another group project. Is that something that I can do a chat with, or something for someone to help me, or do a one-on-one for someone to help me to get started with how to do that?
Oh, sure, most definitely.
Okay.
That can be arranged. We can do a session, a one-on-one session, showing you how to navigate through Google Plus, how to share your screen, how to upload your presentation or your session to YouTube. Yes, we can definitely do that.
Oh, that is awesome. Okay, so who do I contact? Jamillah, Cotina? Which one of you guys?
I can put my information up here. You can contact me directly. And also my coworker, David Rockland, he works in the evening. He's another a great contact person here at the library. We both utilize those resources quite a bit. So definitely.
Now, this is Jamillah or Cotina?
This is Jamillah.
Okay, Jamillah.
Yes.
Okay. And J. Scott BR at. Okay, well, I will be contacting you so we can get that scheduled.
Okay, sounds good.
I am excited.
And tell me your name. I'm sorry.
Angela Torring.
Angela Torring. Okay. I will look forward to your call.
Okay. Thank you, ladies, so much. This is a huge help.
You're
thank
welcome.
you for
Thank
attending.
you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Are there any additional questions?